Okay, let's do a fifth in base 12. In base 12, you have, right, I'm going to write 1 here, because that's what we're dividing. We got one thing, and we're dividing it into 5 parts, right? That's a fifth. 5 goes into 1. How many times? 0. And so what do? Right, we bring the decimal up, and then we bring, and here's a 12th place, right? It's not a 10th place like you have in base 10. It's a 12th place. So this number's 12. So let's find out how many times does 5 go into 12. Well, it goes in there twice, right? It's a remainder of 2. Yeah, pretty much, right? But we're not going to focus on the remainder right now. What we're going to do, okay, 5 times 2 is what? 5 times 2 is 10. But 10 in this base looks like an upside down 2. So we're going to minus that from that. And that's how we get our, right? We got 2/12. Well, we want to go, since we have a couple left over, right? Add a 0, right? That's 2 to 24. Let's see, how many times does 5 go into 24? Well, it doesn't even go in there a whole 5 times, right? Because 25 is 5 squared. That's 5 times 5. It goes in there 4 times. So we write a 4. Okay? And, right, 4 times 5 is what in base 12? It's 20, but 20 in base 12 is 18, right? So you minus this. You got 20 minus 18, you're going to be tempted to write 2. It's not true. It's going to be 4. So you get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4. So you got 4 is going to be your, right? 4 dozen, or 4 dough, is 48. So how many times does 5 go into 48? Well, you're tempted to think that's a 40, right? And 8 times 40, 8 times 5 is 40. That's not true, though. It would go in there not 8 times, but 9 times. It would go in there 9 times, because 5 times 9 is 45, right? So it goes in there 5 times. So we got the 1th place, or the wholes place. Then we have the 12th place, the 144th place, the 1,228th place. So we gotta put this in here, right? Right, we got 36 plus 9 is 45, so it's going to end up looking like a 36, right? But then you have, okay, right, 40 minus 39, you're going to be tempted to write 1, but it's 3. There's 3 of them there. So it's 3 because, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's 3 there, right? So that's 3 dozen. Now, let's divide 5 by 3 dozen. I probably should have put this a little lower, but it'd be all right. 5 and 3 dozen, that's 36. 5 can go in there 7 times, right? It could go in there 7 times. That's how many times it goes in there, so that's a 7. And 5 times 7 is 35. You gotta find out what 35 is. That's 45. Right, so that's going to be 211, right? 211. Upside down 3. And then you're going to minus this from this. And this will be 1. So, this repeated for eternity. Now there's a better solution. A far better solution. Let's do it in base 120. How easy will that be? Well, I'll show you how easy it is. That's 5. That's my symbol for 5. And my symbol for 1 in this base is like that. It's like one of these things here flipped this way. So, it won't go, it goes into 1. How many times? 0. That's my 0 in this base. So, right? If you write a centimesimal, how many times will 5 go into 120? 24 times. So, we're done. 1/5 in base 12, 0.2 2, 4, 5, 7 repeating for eternity, or 1/5 in base 120, 0.24 time for a lunch break.